Shalom Yasharala again. Part 2 to the autoimmune diseases. Gal Halal Yahweh, Bahasham Yawashai, Bahasham Makakadash, Raka Kwadash Salakia, Kwadash. Right, I just had to make sure and get it in order, that's all. So we just doing part 2 of the video before, which dealing with autoimmune diseases. And this is dealing with the ingredients itself. So we already identify and establish what exactly is lupus, right? As we know, it's your immune system attacking your tissues, right? Now we get our understanding that is because of an imbalance due to with acidosis, right? Or let's say acidity in the body that causes inflammatory. Let me rephrase that. It causes inflammatory cytokines and also disrupts your PGE 2 and 3 or PGE 1, which it disrupts it and let's say makes it inflamed, to be exact. And how to put it, not damage, I would say, to a better understanding, blinds your macrophages, macrophages, which are the let's say the particular part of your body that detects pathogens, bacteria and other harmful organisms from entering the body, right? Because of the acid in your body causing this to really take place, then when you really watch the situation, it's like, again, it's like you're sending a soldier to war with a blindfold and a LMG where you feel, and all he hears people coming, he would shoot any direction. Who will get hit? Get hit. If an ally get hit, like a tissue or a part of your organs get attacked, that is part of it. He get hit. That is what basically what it is. So for those, and we saw that looking it up on Google makes no sense, because though they know about it, they don't care about it, because they're constantly going to be pushing that food onto us to continue to have us in this state of illness. And that is why it's also known as being defiled foods. Aside from the parasites and the pathogens that they literally on purpose placed on it, they also found a way to disrupt our bodies through the means of the groups that we partake and eat, that they make us accustomed to eating, like starch and protein, or starch and sugars. These are poison to the human body. So you have to get the natural ones that does not affect your pancreas, like the artificial sugars, and then you have to get the natural starches, like some of the leafy greens that does not affect your body, like the harsh to break down ones. I catch you coming from, as well as the protein itself, like substituting, like how people tend to eat ham nowadays, and really and truly ham is pork. It's an unclean meat. It has a lot of parasites and pathogens in it. Not only that, it takes a longer process to break down pork, because pork is a different type of meat than the rest. That's why it's unclean. Anyways, let's continue. It was designed to be unclean. It was designed to consume flesh and be the scavenger of the earth. That's basically what I'm trying to say. So let's continue. So now we're dealing with the ingredients, right? So with these ingredients here, I'm going to put everything together in such a way that you have a better understanding of it. Nice. First part of the program, the foundation details which I was showing. So let me go back. I'm gonna go back out. Showing here, dealing with the lupus buster. We have the foundation, we have the gut and cell cleanse, we have the brain and nerve support, and we have the cell energizer, which we already reiterated, but I'm going to re-show it again. I'm gonna just tell you, the foundation is the burdock root, yellow dove sarsaparilla, elderberry, and hydrangea root, right? Which we see in as we go up right here, deal with the foundation, and we already read what it does. Then we have the Let me go into it again, just to make sure you all get an understanding. The foundation is a set of herbs used to clean the liver, the kidney, and the blood. These herbs provide a general cleaning to help relieve the pressure put on the whole body, body's nutrients delivery system, well, which is the blood, right? The blood, to be exact, being compromised by the pathogens and toxins. The pathogens and toxins are circulated throughout the body, which compromises the health of the entire body. The body is also compromised by an unbalanced water and electrolyte ratio, which compromises electrical activities in cells throughout the body. Strengthening the liver the liver supports its ability to efficiently remove pathogens and toxins from the blood, and strengthening the kidney supports the ability to efficiently balance and the electrolytes and water in the blood. The combination is similar to the main ingredients that Dr. Sebi has dealing with the bioferro. I think I have that here in the book here as well. So I did write this down. That was before time. This was long ago. This was 2015 or 16, somewhere around there. I wrote all these things down, all the ingredients for them. The bioferro, the hair, the tooth, the eye, the immune support teas, the banjo, the testo, the eversalve, stress relief, the green food, stomach relief tea. Let me see if I get it here. It's supposed to be here, man. Bioferro, very nice. Bioferro is not much. It's a combination of what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 compounds or herbs to be exact. Then you have the iron plus. Then we have the estro. Yeah, I have a lot of things here, honestly. Just bioferro part 2. There's bioferro 1 and bioferro 2, for those who don't know. So this is bioferro 1. This is bioferro right here. So we had the first set. Then we had the second set. Bioferro. No, this is green tea. So like here. Bioferro is this one. Right. So I will list the bioferro for y'all. This is Sebi's initial product, and I will list this, which is also not just a substitute, but a very good part of the product as well. So, firstly, as you see here, bioferro, right? Bioferro consists of chaparral, burdock root, nettle, nopal, yellow duck, mollis, Irish sea moss, cascara sagrada, blue vervain, colmeca, so like yeah. Cocomeca, bro, my tongue. Cocolmeca, all right, and encino, right? That is bioferro, right? That is the first product you'll be taking for the lupus or the autoimmune disease. No, just getting this one time. This here by itself will correct your autoimmune disease, but the combination that you're given will correct it faster. So we hear the bioferro so far. The substitute for that is the burdock root, the yellow duck, the sarsaparilla, the elderberries, and the hydrangea root. Those are our next formula or combination you could take. Now my combination would be burdock root, yellow duck, sarsaparilla, hydrangea root, blessed thistle, kalawala, nettle leaf, chaparral, and St. John, right? Because as we read, when you go back into it, the immune regulators and the immune amphoterics, for those who don't know, nettle is also one, and nettle is also adaptogens. So this is very crucial because nettle leaf or stinging nettle are one in the tree, which is very good. But guess who is the king? Now, I'm not saying the king of people, but guess which one is the king of the herbs that deals with lupus? Kalawala. Go when you get a chance to do it, do the research. Scientists have already shown and proved that. I know I played it in the video before, but you could check it yourself. Type in Kalawala benefits on lupus. You would see so much articles come up. Now, there's biased ones that they do want to, the usual ones. But when they go into the unbiased ones, you would see the information there. It's actually one or if not the best herb for lupus. The best herb for lupus. So let's continue. If not one, right? So that is why my formula would include the Kalawala, right? Which Sebi usually initially talked about. That was part of his combination products from before. Of course, things change, but of course, he still have it in many of his products, but it is what it is. But this is, Kalawala is like a boss. Skin, your overall health, the big C, the sugar, your fat by anything, your blood by I'm not boasting on this because the information I've been gathering on Kalawala, because I had it here since 2-3 years ago, the amount of information I gathered on Kalawala, it's stuck in my brain at this point in time. I need to do the same thing with the scriptures. Like continue. So the next thing we're dealing with would be the gut and cell cleanse, right? So of course, with that being said, the gut and cell cleanse formula for Sebi, which we could get right here, gut and cell cleanse, which you can read, right? All right. So the digestive tract, the digestive tract, tongue, please. Okay, the digestive tract is a major area. What the for the proliferation of various diseases, right? The digestive tract contains beneficial bacteria that serve as a major part, 80% of the immune system, which makes up 80% of the immune system and protects the body against harmful bacteria, funguses, and other organisms. Cleansing and repairing the cells in the digestive tract and rebalancing the beneficial flora keeps harmful fungus like Candida in check. Candida overgrowth is associated with several diseases of the gastrointestinal tract, including inflammatory bowel disorders, diseases, IBD, right? Like Crohn's disease, which is CD, right? And the ulcerative bro, my tongue. That disease, let me say it like that. That disease. And again, I just read these things so much times and then at times it just blip. So it is what it is. Right. The UC. My tongue. Wow. My tongue, please. Can I at least say candy? Hold on. Still like, give me a minute. Yes, we need to relax and just do it so and done. You know, I like to do these lessons so it's kind of get me excited. I just wait to relax. Right. So, colitis, see? Anyways, Candida, you see again? Alright, Candida, as I relax, it works better. Candida is also associated with gastric ulcers and lupus, and it affects the whole body, resulting in diseases like vaginal yeast infections, which as we know or it could also go to as far as BV, which is bacterial vaginosis, right? So candidal vulvovaginitis or vaginal thrush, or as you know, penis infection, candidal balantitis, and mouth infections, oral candidas. These are also areas of herpes outbreaks. These herbs are used to restore the health of the digestive tract, and in doing so, they help to restore the balance of the whole body. This combination can increase bowel movements to 3 to 6 times a day. This combination here is talking about this one in particular. So, with that being said, it says Dr. Sebi uses Cascara Sagrada Prodigiosa Rhubarb in his chilitin too. Now, I think I have the chilitin in the recipe here. If not, I probably have it on my phone. So either or I have to check. Of course, my formula will be different, but they all work well regardless. I think I wrote it down on either one side or the next to be exact. Got that. Nope. Yep, that's the original mixture here. Gelatin. So, endocrine system. We done do everything already. Where is the gelatin? If I don't have it here, I'll just let me go and find it on this phone. Hold on. Right, so like I'm saying, because it's public for all to see, right? Well, hold on, I'm gonna pause this again. Like I said, this mimics the chelatin, or I know you would say chelation or chelation. Yeah, I don't really care about that, right? The reality of it is, no, I know the word, but you know what? I'm gonna say the correct thing. Chelation, right? It is what it is. Just so you don't get tripped up on this. So the combination in the ingredients for it is similar to the formula, which I'm not going to show, but I will call it out because. So why this thing keep pressing backwards? I just bring it back forward again. So the formula for the similarity for the gut and cell cleanse, which is titled here, is chelation, which is the Cascara sagrada, mandrake, rhubarb root, and prodigiosa, right? And of course, this would be a substitute for it, which, as we see here, Cascara sagrada, rhubarb root, prodigiosa, and blessed thistle. And that is basically it. Now, there's also chelation 1, which is Cascara sagrada by itself. And my own formula, because how I live in the Caribbean, there's a lot more herbs that is needed to know, right? I'm going to show you a nice little something that is very useful for cleaning the gut. So we have my combination, which is separate from what the lesson I'm showing you all here. Let me get to show you all a little bit something. A little something. If we could show. Alright, I think it's higher up above this side here. Look at right here, man. Chelation right here, man. Chelation 2. See? Imagine that. I had this here all the time and I went back. I had this from my face and I went back fit. Anyways, so the chelation, my chelation, to be exact, would be dealing with a little more, it might be a little more rough combination, but I'm going to say it as it is. Slippery Ellen Bark, Cascara sagrada, Pavana, Sene. Normally I would have add CMOS, but that one has been cancelled. So Slippery Ellen Bark, Cascara sagrada, Pavana, Sene, Psyllium husk, rhubarb root, prodigiosa, and where the last one is. I said that's about it basically. So that would be my chelation or chelation number. My chelation would be that, dealing with that. This would empty your gut completely and the excess fluids from your gut, which you would need to restore through your herb brew, and of course alkaline or spring water, not alkaline, spring water to be exact. So that is basically what it would be, right? So, and of course for the lesson today, this one will be very simple: rhubarb root, Cascara sagrada, Sene, prodigiosa, and dandelion. That is for this particular lesson, dealing with autoimmune disease to be exact, right? So the third one would be if I could go back and just to reiterate on it. Right, brain and nerve support, which deals directly with one of my favorite herb. I can't lie, it is indeed. This herb is really and truly a blue veins because it helped me. Yahweh Basham Yahweh, I put it in my life in the yard when it never had any form there to grow during the time of the man-made plague, to assist me and the family and help us to overcome the harsh treatment that we have received, or as you say, the harsh judgment, which almost left to us being unalive to be exact. But anyways, this way it is. So yeah, so let me get into it a little bit more. That's why I'm so grateful and so fearful of Yahweh. Because when the scripture says a fearful thing to fall in the hands of the Lord, trust me. I have only received nothing but a tiny glimpse, and I don't want to fall into the hands of the Lord again. So let me continue. Of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai to be exact. Right. So the brain and nerve support with this one, you could remove the you could keep the Santa Maria, keep the Tilla, keep the blue vervain, add in valerian. You know what I'm saying? Add in the valerian, and you could keep the lavender, or you could substitute the lavender. Either or. Now this, even as shown here, which I'm going to read to give a better understanding, this combination relaxes the nerves and muscles. It is also used to address brain and nerve issues, including attention deficit order, or ADD, and attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, which is ADHD. That the Sebi Banju product contains the Santa Maria, the blue vervain, the burdock root, and the elderberry from the foundation, which contains the burdock and the elderberry, and it works well with brain and nerve support in calming and supporting the health of the brain and nerves. So you see the combination coming together, because it's 4 points which was listed, which was given, which was the foundation, gut and cell, the brain and nerve. Now everything is forming well together to form these particular treatment products that was given from Dr. Sebi, to be exact. That's why this is here. That's why I'll give you an example of what you could use as well. Now, don't keep in mind the days you could use it at. I would advise you all 14 days per, I would say 14 days per combination, except the gut and cell cleanse, because you will probably be malnourished, to be exact. Anyways, and then there's the, not trying to frighten you all, then there's the cell energizer, which is the end part, right? Cell energizer. But let me go and get the information for the Banju first, right? Because we just called Banju before this thing here, right? Banju, good. It's supposed to be here. It's supposed to be here. Banju. Banju deals with elderberry, blue vervain, burdock root, valerian root, bulgeweed, and yellow duck. Now, let me see the second formula for it. If there is, let's see the second formula for it. So it's just one. Can I wrote down all. If they have no more, yeah, that's Banju right there. That's Banju right there. So, Banju, like I said again, elderberry, blue vervain, burdock root, valerian root, bulgeweed, and yellow duck. Alright? That is Banju. So, you could also, like I say, as showing you all, as we read on, you have already 2 options. And I could also relate to you my option as well, which will work regardless of the situation. The last but not least is dealing with this, like I say, the cell energizer. So the cell energizer, this combination is an iron-rich cell energizer, cleanser, and revitalizer. It delivers iron and oxygen-rich blood to the brain, nervous system, and lymphatic system, and it reduces craving after addictive substances. Cell, which is very good. I must say, this should, yeah, I might, this had to be real, I gotta be honest with you. Right, let's continue. Cell Energizer is similar to Dr. Sebi's Iron Plus and Viento. The Viento product contains Contribo, which I have left out of this combination. Let me tell you why. Now, this is a lie. It says Contribo has been found to be harmful to kidneys if not used properly and should not be administered by the herbalist. By an herbalist, I used nettle instead, and I used nettle instead of sea moss. Why use nettle instead of sea moss? That's not the way to go. But Contribo, let me tell you what Contribo does. I told you that already. What Contribo does is it tends to flush your gut all the way out. Mucus will be excreted from your nose. You'll be you'll be using the toilet purge basically in all areas, all parts of all holes. They will have purges. It cleans you out completely. You may vomit, mucus, and all these things. You may excrete through the back passage as well, or let's say take a shit according to the Trinidad dialect, Trinidad language. Take a shit, right? As simple as it is, and that will be a long shit. You'll be in the toilet for at least almost an hour, or let's say if I over exaggerate, about 10 minutes. 10 minutes and that's it. But you'll be cleaned out. It literally it allows all your organs to really secrete whatever toxins out of it to pass it to your colon or your intestines to be past your back passage. That's what it does. So at times your gut will be churning to push out the remaining stick up feces that is backed up in your colon that has not been leaving at all. That is one of the things it does. So don't listen to this. And like I said, it's called using discretion. All right. And that's basically when you're done, it's like a new person. All your parasites gone. I tell you something. Not some. All your parasites are gone. All your bad bacteria, all your toxins, everything. It's the harshest purge known to man. But that harsh purge would have a long-lasting reward. If you're impotent, that harsh purge will get you back up higher than you normally would be when being impotent. Much more higher than you normally would be when you was not impotent. That's contribuble. Yep. And sad reality is they try to buy it in certain countries. And that is why you see the information brought here. That is honestly, it's false. That's not false information, but let's just say it is false information in a sense, because the process you'll be receiving, the side effects is usually process of detoxification. So kind of, when you think about it, come on. Let me continue. I have to make sure and reiterate on that because you all need to have an understanding of that. But for those who don't know about it and now learning about it, do not use it. Only go to a herbalist and make sure that man, that doctor, herbal doctor, whoever, naturopathy, whoever it is there to administer the particular dosage, or else do not use it. Because you don't want to shut your brains away. That's what I'm trying to say. Anyways, let's continue. As you continue, you see, right, nettle leaf, which will substitute. So the 2 is iron plus and VN2. Let's get the iron plus, and then we get the VN2 after. So iron plus. I had it here just now. Iron plus, right? Iron plus consists of elderberries, chaparral, blue vervain, ombre grande, palo guaco, bulgeweed, cardo santo, and quasar chips. All right, that is what you call the iron plus, not the VN2. The VN2. I think, let me see if I get the VN2 here. I had to go and get on the line one time. VN2. Come on, man. I thought I went on everything here, man. What's that? There's more. Oh, there's more on the upper side. Let me go and get the rest. Hold on. Stress, testo, banjo. No. Green tea. They keep going. We will find it. We shall find it. Let me touch my screen so I wouldn't get it. Come off foundation. No, we should find it. Cut and sell. Everything is here exactly as is. This is the ultimate herbal book. It's so mixed up, but at the same time, it have all the information that's required for everything. What was I was in a trance when I doing these things before I come into the shoot. I was just addicted to these things. Wow. Yeah, but that one, yeah, I ain't gonna lie, that's a scary kind of way to live, yes. Not seeing what I'm looking for. I'll go in and go into, pause back. I'll just write it down, right? Right, so Slovakia. One more. Good. Nice. So directly dealing with the viento now. So the viente would be chaparral, bladarac, valeriana, sapo, ombre grande, blue vervain, flor de manita, guaco, and tila. Right. So that, with that being said, that would be the end of this particular ingredient list, or let's just say the programs you all will be going into from the foundation to the cell energizer, right? Wait, no, that is the, sorry. Yeah, correct, to the cell energizer, right here. Now, what I'm telling you, this will work. The two, which is back to back from the foundation to the bioferro, to the gut and cell, to this, to the chelation, to the brain and nerve, to the banjo, and now the cell energizer to the two, which is the viento and the iron plus, is the exact same. You could write these things down separate from the foundation, the two of them separate, and coming down, gut and cell, and chelation separate. Write them down. Write it down. Gut and cell cleanse 1 with the ingredients, chelation 2 with the ingredients, brain and nerve support with the ingredients, banjo with the ingredients, and last but not least, you write down the cell energizer with the ingredients, and then you write down the VN2 and the iron plus. I'm making sure I repeat myself so you get better understanding. Now this one you will have to write down too. This is the formula that I would have used and is going to continue using because it works well. And not just myself, but I see other people use the exact same formula and it works. So regardless of what, all works. All works. All of them works. Again, all of them works because Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai has set these herbs up for that specific purpose. So all of them works. So now let's continue. So going back to my foundation detox, or I would say my bioferro, which I just always call it just a blood cleanse, would be the burdock root, the yellow dock, the sarsaparilla, the hydrangea, the blessed thistle. I know you always be hearing this all the time. The kalawala, the nettle leaf, chaparral. The new addition would be St. John wort, honestly speaking. Right, so St. John wort will be an addition to this formula. This, what I'm calling out here, is in my parasite and blood cleanse formula. There's 28 herbs consisting, 28 herbs that in my parasite and blood cleanse formula. That's why it's so potent, that's why it works so well. So this would be, the St. John will be an addition, right? So from there now we have the chelation, right, which is the rhubarb root, Cascara sagrada, dandelion, sene, and prodigiosa. Not the average one that I'm normally calling, but for this particular situation, it will be used. Thirdly, dealing with, which I'm going to show you yet right here. Thirdly, dealing with I would say the brain and nerve and cell energizer at the same time. Brain and nerve first. I would say the right thing. Or like we could just do it like this. Immune regulator. Yeah, that would be the name. Immune regulator and immune amphoterics. That is all. That is the name for gonna be for my formula. Very simple, very plain. Reishi mushroom, Romania, ashwagandha. There's two of them together, right? Reishi mushroom, Romania, ashwagandha, chaga, or turkey tail. As we know, the hemlock or the Janoderma, right? Hemlock or Janoderma. Tongue. Take more time. Right. And from there, this would be the ones that remove the effects to rebalance the whole system, fix your immune system, fix your blood, remove toxins as well as the initial formulas. Because if 1 and 2 would be doing the job, intracellular cleanse, and this will just finish off by finishing repairing and revitalizing at the same time. So so with that, you know you hear the mushroom combination right there. We could add a little bit of quadriceps to that and let that be a particular combination. If you want to check and see let me check and see how compatible it is here right now, because let's see if I could get it on the British site. Right, herbs. Did I spell that shit wrong? Let me check and see. Yeah, I think I spelled it wrong. So not here for that. Yeah, not here. Okay, it is what it is. But I'll just show you something. Let me see how compatible reishi mushroom is to CMOS. Compatibility. Also check these things. I think I'll pass it already. A combination with others. Right, have the others. Cassandra is very compatible with Cassandra. Very good. Very compatible with Cassandra. That is very good. The golden root, which we know as rhodiola, is golden root. For those who don't know, rhodiola is golden root. So it's very compatible with that as well, which was part of the adaptogens, which we call. So you see how well this is going to work out. Now let's go on and look at the ashwagandha. How compatible it is. This doesn't have all compatibilities, but it could give you a nice little direction. So ashwagandha, how compatible is it with? Okay, it's very compatible with sea moss and all them other things, as spirulina and so on and so forth. So that's what I want to see. With that being said, then the exact same remedy that I gave you the other day. So we could use now. Here we could use the ashwagandha, the licorice if you want. I say if you want, but you could use we already use sarsaparilla in the parasite, in the blood cleanse, like I told you all. So we don't need to put the sarsaparilla here anymore. We are the St. John wood or as well in the first combination, right? So like I said, for our blends, to make it easy, a nice little blends, you could add a piece of turmeric, a piece of ginger too, right? Then you add some licorice powder, the powder itself, quarter teaspoon, and you can add a quarter teaspoon of the ashwagandha as well, and a quarter teaspoon of your maca, quarter teaspoon of your maca, quarter teaspoon of your hold off on the ginseng, because this is going to just give you a major boost. Quarter teaspoon of the golden root, right? Or rhodiola to be exact. And you add your sea moss blends. You could consume that with brew banana, coconut milk, if you feel like it, if you feel as though it could work. Though our writers usually sea moss and you brew banana or something simple. This is after your blood cleanser. Remember that this is after your blood cleanse. Coconut milk and brew banana, or brew banana by itself. You get 2 or 3 brew bananas with them, and there's some sea moss, and watch me, that can be such a beautiful smoothie. Brew banana is very sweet, natural, sweet, and watch it makes your smoothie taste 10 times or 100 times better. Right, so like I said, right? So you make a nice little smoothie with the brew banana, and you're good to go. By itself, ginger, piece of turmeric, like you say about an inch each, you understand? And you add that into that. You let it be a daily intake. You could make that about twice a day, honestly speaking. because you already get the initial parts, which is to correct the immune system regardless from the calorie and so forth. But you want to make sure you strengthen it and keep it so. Keep your immune regulators in order. You understand? Use your adaptogens to make sure that, guess what, that the macro, I keep forgetting this damn word. The macrophages macrophages remain intact. Yeah, remain in proper detection state. So that will just be additional, to be exact. Now I want to go back and use this, which I always do. So that'll be the third portion, right there. So I'll say the third and the fourth portion, because during that now you can make your reishi mushroom, your chaga mushroom, your reishi mushroom with your reishi mushroom, as well as the chaga or the turkey tail, and the hemlock. Yeah, the hemlock right here. Yep. So, and the hemlock, of course, let's see what, oh yeah, I write it down here. Hemlock and something else I write down. Right, the hemlock, the chaga, turkey tail hemlock, or as we know is Ganoderma, right? The Ganoderma, or as we know the hemlock, or the hemlock vanish shelf, right? Those, you could use that. Now, brother Yaromaya, I think the other day, I think he was either stirring up something or frying it up. I can't remember how it was exactly. I'm not sure if it's him or another Akasaw doing it. But yeah, you could do it like that. Just make sure when you're using your oils, if you're going and consuming the oils, you rather use the grapeseed oil on that particular on these mushrooms itself. Or you could just, like I say, yeah, it have other means to make to use mushrooms. You could consume mushrooms as it is. All you have to do is you wash it off with water, spring water to be exact, and then you put them to either heat or to bake. What I mean to say, with a baking stone on either side, or you could fry them up, either or. But make sure when you fry them up, you use your grapeseed oil, and you're good to go. That's the oldest oil you probably could use, the grapeseed oil and the hemp seed oil. Those two, and you're good. And that is basically that should be, and when you're consuming, make sure you're consuming in small portions. Everything that you'll be doing for the next few days will be in small portions. However, one glass each. The foundation, or let's just say the blood cleanse and the gut and cell cleanse, will be going together, not combination. For this is my formula I deal with here now. So 14 days exact as the others, but this is my combination I'm dealing with here now. And with my combination, the gut and cell cleanse goes with 1 glass of the blood cleanse twice a day, and then 1 glass of the gut and cell cleanse once a day for the next 2 days. The next week, you'll do the same thing. Clean that gut. Eat less. No starch, no sugar, no flour. That's starch. No sugar, no flour, no dairy products, no meats. Stay away from these things for a little while. Allow your body to go back to its original state of alkalinity and removing the acidosis state. Then you'll begin to receive cleanse of your cells, which are called intracellular cleanse. And from there, your body will begin to repair itself. And then you can give it builders, as we know, like the mushrooms and the sea moss and ashwagandha and certain other fruits and certain berries and certain things to build it up. Now remember, the last set which I gave you, which is the combination blends or brew, not blends, the blends you can make to drink with the smoothie, basically the brew banana and so forth. And you could even add on to that, not with it, a separation, the like as the Cassandra or as people just call it Cassandra berries. You add that to it because you would also have a quadriceps. If you choose to use it, it's up to you. There are different types of quadriceps. I would say get the clean ones. That's what I could say. If you can't get the clean ones, don't get it at all. It is what it is. Those who know what quadriceps is, you all know. If you can't get the clean ones from the clean insects, don't get it. Or the clean the clean growth, how they develop it and to grow it, don't get it at all. That's what we call at that point using your head. And this would work. Even without the quadriceps, it works. It doesn't need the quadriceps to work. So you could substitute, you could exclude the quadriceps if you need to. And regardless of what, it will still work the same. Alright, so this should fully conclude what we're dealing with here. I want to go into the let me type in lupus. Alright, they have a different explanation on every site. But you know, at the end of the day, like go into the description, let me see what it says. The lupus is a disease of the metabolism, which is very, very true. It is an autoimmune disease. The immune system attacks the healthy tissues by mistake. That's correct as well. Yes, by mistake, but because of this, the immune system becomes hyperactive and fails to recognize its own normal cell, which we know why. Now we understand why it feels, right? So it causes skin rashes and inflammations of the joints. Causes of lupus, which are disorder of the immune system. What causes that disorder of the immune system? As we hear, is a long-term disease, meaning lifestyle disease. What you eat is what is going to bring back to you. That's why disorder in the immune system. That is it. That is the reason why I said there's a disorder in the immune system, because of what you consume, especially eating unclean things. Yeah, bet your bottom dollar that you go and get sick. Like pork, you know, like pork chop eating flicking Christian people. Pork, and then saying, God love me and I love God. Anyways. I have something for you, don't worry yourself. I have a nice little lesson for this soon. Dealing with all of your nasty ass pastors, all their bullerman pastors. Anyways, like not straight too much. I hope I could use the word bullerman. Right. So concerning lupus, there's borage, right? Then there's, now I wouldn't take this too lightly for everything else. I think there's pennywort, I believe. If it is, yes, pennywort. Right here. Pennywort is very, very good for the lupus. Now let me go back. We deal with lupus in itself. So we have the borage, right? The pennywort, right? Then we go further. We have the dust in the area. My nose on a sneeze. Anyways, let me continue. Bring it down a little bit. We went through this already. Licorice, or the cat's claw. You could also use it. Chamomile, the borax, which contains majority of boron. We have the Romania, which I was telling you about, the stinging nettle, which was added into the blood cleanse. Then we have the of course, colon seal, whatever you want to consume or use at the point in time. Yeah, but they had the pokeweed. All them things is very good in it. But as like I told you all, the best way really and truly is the old way. Seek the old parts at the end of the day. That wisdom that they had, that was brought up today, would fix your diseases. Of course, because he's the one who created it, so he will give it the power to do so. So I think that's supposed to really sum up the lesson. Like I say, I wanted to do one more thing. Actions of the adaptogens. You could check adaptogenic herbs. So adaptogenic herbs are those herbs which balances the body part, particularly when the body is under stress, by either stimulating or relaxing. It helps to energize the body up to the level where it may fight stress itself, right? These herbs also have a normalizing effect on the metabolism in direction of the abnormality is, metabolism. The direction, I bypassed the full stop, so let me continue. The direction of the abnormality is irrelevant. They will set the pathology right. Right? You may be too sleepy or too agitated. Either way, an adaptogen will redirect your economy from the extreme to the optimum balanced state. So that's how good adaptogens are. Just showing you a lot, right? Like going to further, the scientific world scientific world has laid down some parameters defining an adaptogen. The herb should be relatively non-toxic, and adaptogen increases resistance of the organisms to a broad spectrum of adverse biological or chemical or physical conditions. The herbs act on the whole body and is not specific to a particular organ like the kidneys. So you understand how good adaptogen herbs are. So, you understand? And one of the things, well, this is indeed true. All these, okay. But let's go into the herb itself to show how much it really, how much really it is. Now, when you go to the first point, you already see one of the things that we call here the Ganoderma, number 1. We have the Romania, number number 2. We have the golden root or the rhodiola, which is number 3, right there in the top 3. Then we have the Schisandra or Cassandra, as people just call it, which is number 4, as we see in it right here. We have the licorice, number 5. Right? So you all know I don't play with these herbs. These herbs are true. Then we have the Indian pennyroot, which is Indian highly effective, number 6. Let's see anything else which was called honestly speaking now. Okay. It is. So right. So as we go further in the effective, we have the chaga mushroom. We're supposed to have the reishi, or we probably pass it already. If it's not there, it's supposed to be higher up. After we pass it. No, we didn't pass it, just don't have it. Wow. Oh, you don't have reishi? Reishi is such a powerful herb, man. Such a powerful I'm stop talking like that. Right, once it thing. Alright, so chaga, like I say, and the Ganoderma, which are the mushrooms you could use. Like I said, then go market it. Burdock root. I'm gonna list everything that was called on the on our list, if I could. The ginger, maca, lavender, think that's about it so far. They don't have turmeric. Sorry, so like I know I bypass it. Turmeric like it's nothing. And yeah, I will dice about it basically. The rest, of course, that was supposed to be an ain't here, so it is what it is. But this is like I'm showing you all the amount of things that you could be using at the point in time. But make sure before you all begin to use things to rebalance, you always have to clean your blood and your gut. Clean your gut and clean your blood. Guess what? You'll be receiving full-fledged oxygen to all parts of your organ and body. So this should conclude the lesson here, right? Because you'll get 3 different formulas. My own personally, Dr. Sebi own, which has been proven to work for millions of people, thousands if not millions of people. And then there's also the one dealing with the alkaline herbal book. I'll show you all again. Get your hand on this book. This book is very powerful. Alkaline herbal medicine. This person was a follower of Dr. Sebi because they have plenty of Alfredo Bullman writings inside here, which is like a compilation, and then they have their own separate combinations that works exactly similar or if not the same. So you could try these. What I must say, nobody could complain because I have used these particular ingredients and healed myself, and got healing through Yahweh Hashem Yahushai and his creation from many of the diseases that I used to have when I was unhealthy. From this year. So I know this works, and I've used this before I started to branch off and make my things more refined away from this. This works not just for me, but for clients, for people who wasn't even clients as well. I was testing on people and it was working the exact same way. Same particular combinations and formula for everybody with the same effect equals cure. Let me continue. So, so just making sure I put that out there. So when they say there's no cure for this, there's no cure for big C, there's no cure for AIDS, there's no cure for lupus, and blah, 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 blah. Yeah, okay then. Yeah, all right. Yeah, all right. Yeah, all right, Esau. Keep it coming. We know part of your system has to have the pharmaceutical because that is your way of healing. We know that. We know that. Chemical base, acidity base is your way of healing. We understand that. But that is for you to do. Our way of healing is through Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. What he had ordained and what he made sure and put for us is, as we go back into it, right here, back into the same lesson, which we already started off with. And the Most High had created medicines out of the earth, and he that is wise will not abhor them. Was not the water made sweet with wood, that the virtue thereof might be known? What wood? What virtue are you getting from these wood? What are you talking about? Genesis. Very simple. And the Most High said, let the earth bring forth grass and herb, yielding seed, and fruit trees yielding seed after his kind, whose seed is in itself upon the earth. And it was so. So the herb yielding seeds, that herb yielding seeds have virtue in them. So as much as you draw them, you would reap the benefits of them. So anyways, this should conclude the lesson. Guys, people, take it down, take it down, take it down, take it down, take it down. If anybody have any more questions about anything, I am here to answer. If I can't do one long video, I'll do 1 and 2. It's there to edify. Listen, take notes, take down the formulas. If you had to skip through the lesson to get the ingredients, do that if you need to. Once you know that this is helping you and this is going to help you, that is all that matters to me. Once I bring the lesson out there for you all to edify you and to help you to be able to restore your health through Yahweh Hashem Yahushai's creation, it's not a problem with me. So, and again, brother Yarma brought this out in his live, literally, I think it was 2 hours ago, 1 and a half ago, so I'm going to do the exact same thing because I've constantly been doing this over and over. Now is the time when you're ready to write these down in a book and take your time and go, if you have a nice little foresty areas by you, look for some pennyworth. Look for a few things that will help you out because pennyworth, you can eat pennyworth for 6 months and live. I say it again, before you all get twisted. You could eat pennyworths for 6 months and live. Pennyworth grows like a lily. It's all over. It spreads all over. You can eat pennyworths for 6 months and live. All right, so let's leave it so. So wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and the strength of salvation, for the fear of Yahweh is his treasure. And as we on this, right, let me make sure and add these two. But I'm not scroll down. I'm going on this one first. Yes. And wisdom is a principal thing. Therefore, get wisdom, and all thy getting, get understanding. Last but not least, the reason I'm bringing this because I know many people who have received the warning, who have received the formulas and information, and because they don't like it, because they abhor it, because they dislike it, they didn't take it. And guess what happened to them? So, the fear of Yahweh is the beginning of wisdom, but fools despise wisdom and instructions. So, Let this be a lesson unto you. For those who want to dislike herbs, the scriptures say, hey, if you're wise, if you truly want to be prolong your life, trust in Yahweh Shem Yahushai, and do not be against these herbs. Just be against the creation that he's given. Because at the end of the day, right, when you watch this whole situation here, all this is for one main thing. And I would always say it, right? It's for one main thing. I'm going to read it coming up. Right. And it said, wrong one. I put Ecclesiasticus chapter 38 and verses 14. Let me get into that. Right? For they shall also pray unto the Most High, that he would prosper that which they give. For, like, as I would give people for the remedy to ease or to correct their disease and to prolong their life. So that is the reason why. Right? To prolong a life for what particular purpose? Because he that sinned before his maker, let him fall into the hands of the physician. As I always say this, the Israelites all have fallen short and sinned against the Most High. Okay? Of course, time coming, not anymore, but as of right now, yeah. So we need to really crack down and get yourself in order more and more. I go and take a little run this evening again. I'm watching the weather, the rain was falling. I hope the rain those are about to fall when I start to run. Because the weather looking dark. I'll take a chance. So this we got this out. So Shalom Yasharala, God Halal Yahweh, Kal Halal Yam Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, Bahasham Rakakwadash, Barakatha. Double honors to the apostles and prophets and elders of GMS Camp, and to my elders, Malak Abaniah and Malak Matazadbat. Check out Matazadbat videos. He has been doing the breakdowns from Revelation 1 so far to 3. I know he has more coming. And check out Brother Abaniah lives on the streets. You could learn a lot. Them brothers do not leave you lacking of information and knowledge and wisdom. It's always videos being put out every day. They are not playing. Time to get serious. You understand? So, Shalom.